Right guys, we're back at the Porterhouse. Today we're going to be talking about some American beer, and not just any American beer. Stone IPA. Right, so we're back in the Porterhouse. We are at the top floor, and this is after the wonderful renovations they've done here. And we're in one of the booths. Booths. So Brian,
what do we have today?
what do we have today?
Wow.
I heard this is something special.
Where do we start? We've done Trappist, we've done Lambics, we've done German. So we're going to have to move on now. Pilsner. We're going to move on to an American style IPA.
Excellent.
A whole new branch of beer. If you want to talk about American IPAs, the conversation has to start with the Stone brewing. The Stone IPA is just, it's gorgeous. It's just, it's canned. I know we've all drank cans of Hart down on the beach with our buddies, and they all tasted like stainless steel or licking pennies or something. But well,
Back in the days they were tin cans, weren't they?
yes. The world has moved on. You're getting a lot less than I am because I obviously deserve it more.
Before we go any further, let's talk about the whole can situation for starters. There seems to be move towards the cans a lot lately, and why, especially these craft beers, would be any particular reason for that?
The inside of these cans now, as opposed to previously where it was just the bare metal and that would react with the beer, the inside of these cans are laminated.
Yeah.
With a form of plastic, one imagines, that will it will not react with the beer. And because the can is 100% airtight and there's no light gets into it, there was no external influences on the beer, so the beer will keep for longer.
So it's better for the beer.
It's better for the beer. Plus, it stacks better. You know what I mean? A full can, it can take a lot of weight, so you can stack them. You know, it's a much better way of packaging beer now that the science has caught up with what people want. We can do that.
You can imagine it as like a miniature keg, really.
Yes, that's what it is. The thing with the Stone IPA, and then I love their logo, that gargoyle.
Yeah.
They've a lovely.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant. All of their marketing, not marketing, all of their imagery is really good. They're very good like that. They're on the go since the mid to late 96. Wasn't really, the hop thing hadn't really, you know, it wasn't everyone's thing at the time really. It was too much, to use a phrase we would use in here a lot, insipid, tasteless, fizzy yellow water was your standard American brew at the time. The world was drinking that kind of stuff, and these fellas came along. A collaboration between two fellas who wanted to brew beer in their garage. One was a musician, both of them were in fact. That never worked out for them. You know, when they started making this, and the moment this beer hit the ground, it just took off.
I wonder how musicians came up with the idea of making beer.
Yeah, who would have? Yeah, you could just see them now sitting in their tour bus. I'd imagine yourself, Ray and Des, when you sitting in the Slittermobile, when you've all those girls doing your nails and the head massage, and Ray's got his wardrobe full of cardigans. You know, what cardigan will I wear tonight? You know, that's where these ideas have come from, one would imagine.
Oh, there's a lot of smell there, isn't there? Oh, that's perfect. This is like...
Well, it's perfect. There's about 8 different hops in it. It's got a strong malt that isn't too sweet. The hops from the very front, you've all your sort of standard Magnum,
Whoa,
Challenger.
there's a lot of things going on there.
Yeah. all of your
expect that
standard
at all.
hops at the front, your bittering hops, and then there's a lot of newer hops in the finish. You've got Ella, you've got Vic's Secret, Calypso. They're all quite fruity. Ella gives a real tangerine flavour. Vic's Secret is quite lemony. See all of those kind of sweet flavours, but there's a big bitterness, and it's dry.
It's
It's a really dry.
It's definitely a dry beer. There's no guessing here. It's doing tricks with the tongue as soon as it hits there, like all around it. Like,
It's the perfect.
wow.
It's the perfect IPA, quite frankly. It has everything you want in an IPA. It's got all the hops. I actually wrote them down.
Excellent. We like notes.
Notes. Magnum Chinook Centennial. Then you've got Azaka, which brings out a pineapple-y flavour. We've had it in here a few times. Calypso, I've never tasted. Motueka, that's from Hawaii. Then there's Ella and Vic's Secret. These guys are the 10th biggest craft brewers in the US, which is a thing when you see they consume a lot of beer in the US. Oh yes. And this bad boy, if you have a beer collection, if you've got like a rock and roll star, you know, and you've got your mansion on the hill,
Still waiting.
but putting the work in, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
In your fridge, you would have to have a couple of cans of this. It is dry, but it's very refreshing.
It's amazing.
On a summer's day,
You said to me that this is the 10th biggest,
this is the 10th biggest craft brewery in the States.
and where you still were talking about the fact that it can be a little bit difficult to get your hands on it in the United States.
When they started brewing this is the tale I was told. When they started brewing this in the 90s, late 90s, and they just banged. They had a brewery out in California,
Yeah.
and people who lived 2 hours away from it would drive to the brewery to get growlers, like a big 5 litre bottle. You go to the brewery, they fill it up, you bring it home, or getting cans and bottles of it, but they just couldn't get their hands on it because it wasn't a really big production,
Yeah.
and they'd sell out instantly. The moment new batch, it's gone. So then they opened up another cannery and brewery on the east coast of the continent,
Yeah.
and you would have people driving 2 hours there to get it. A couple of years ago, they opened up a brewery in Berlin. A couple of years ago, I think last year. So we'd have cans of it. Now you can get cans of it here fairly regularly. And it's always funny when you get an American chap comes in and he sees, oh my God, man, you got Stone IPA. I live an hour from there. I can't get any of it. How did you get it, man? You shipped it in from bloody Germany. It just comes in, and you still get. That's man, we can't get it.
In Berlin, you said.
Yes. They're the first brewery, the first US brewery to completely. They're an independent brewery.
Yeah.
As opposed to many of the big ones, you know.
Yeah. We like the word independent a lot here.
Yes, especially when it comes to beer. Well, it's what defines us. It's always been.
Exactly.
You know, Oliver Hughes, God bless him, he was always banging on about it. It's the independence of it. We do what we want. Hey, we make mistakes, but they're our mistakes.
Exactly.
Anyway. Yeah, we like independent brewers. We like beer. I like
This is pretty amazing. This was very different to what I expected it to be.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Maybe I would have been expecting a little bit more kind of caramel and maybe a little bit sweeter. And this is, it's hard to put into words, but this is completely different what I visioned. But this is damn good. This is like super stuff. It might look like I'm a little bit speechless. It's just drunk.
Yeah, but a lot of the brewers, I mean, even the colour of it's gorgeous, I think.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm obsessed about that.
It's just a great looking beer.
In the glass there, though. Fantastic. It's there's an element of cloudiness.
But you don't want it to be, I mean, because of the colour of this beer, if you filter that completely.
No, you don't. Definitely. No. I even like the Czech lagers, the ones, the unfiltered ones. I prefer
Oh, totally.
them, you know.
I think they bring flavour to the
I think that anytime you start filtering stuff, you're taking stuff away more than adding. I think.
Well, of course, if you filtered this, it would look like Anheuser's best efforts.
Yeah, and it would definitely take a lot of that complexity away as well.
Totally. The depth of flavour again is what.
I think like with the Belgian beers, you got me in a way of like transporting me to somewhere where I've been before, like memory flashback with the taste. This one you actually genuinely got me a little bit speechless. This is a new experience for me. There's so much going on there. Like it's hard to describe it because it's like when you take it. First thing that hits you is that how dry it is, but then it starts traveling all around your tongue, like on the sides of it, and it's like tingling and teasing you.
There's a lot of different ingredients, and you look at the hops that he put into it. A lot of them you would have drank in many other beers. However, the combination of the bittering, all your Chinook and Magnum and whatnot, and they'll bring a certain kind of a grainy spiciness to the party.
Yeah.
But then the rest of them, they bring a citrusy and a kind of sweetness. You know, Vic Secret and L are quite good. The L, okay, fair enough, it's a little bit rye. If you get this can ice cold on a Saturday night, I don't know if you're familiar with the bar downstairs, but there's an entire copper bar that has to be polished. So when all of the nice customers leave and we're cleaning up the place, and it's quite a chore.
I hope there's that and watch you guys do it.
Not that anyone would be. And sometimes, to polish this yoke, really you got to put a lot of bloody effort into it.
Yeah.
And one might perspire, you know. And I'll tell you this much: you're excessively perspiring, you're really grafting, and it's warm. You get a cold one of these out of the fridge, and you would drop it back in one go. And it's enormously satisfying.
No doubt about that.
It's enormously satisfying.
Well, I want to go a little bit back to the can thing. I think we see more and more new breweries bringing out cans.
It's efficient. I don't know the cost of it. If you ever get a chance to go to a brewery, you have to go to a brewery. If nothing else, if you've any way technically or mechanically minded, just look at the machine they use to put beer into these. It's like imagine a Meccano set that takes up 2.5 acres of land, you know, and it's just an enormous assemblage of little boats. One man with a spanner. It's an extraordinary machine. It really is. What a bottling plant or a cannery.
I've been to a bottling plant. They, weirdly enough, in the one in the Pilsen, they bring you first to the bottling plant, which they're very proud of because it's a brand new. It's one of the high tech ones in the world.
Loud.
Yeah, but you gotta go like this is a lot of bottles going around in like a conveyor belt. So. And then they bring you down to these like hundreds and hundreds of years of cellars, and you go like, how did this be that factory up there? You know? Here's
the brand new shiny thing, and here's the room with all the cobwebs.
But they're very proud of it. So.
Well, it's a very complicated and very expensive machine. Yeah. You know, and it does do wonderful things. They're great looking. I love them. I think they're great looking machines. Clacking away, filling beer.
It's great. It just proves the point that we have to. Just proves the point of how big of a journey we have ahead of us.
But the thing
discovering
is,
all the different varieties.
We have the French over for the weekend for the rugby.
Yeah,
French great fun.
This is 6.9%, and it is 2.3 UK units of alcohol in one can. So this is our first intro to American.
This would be a West Coast IPA,
which is where I've had an experience.
One of the things...
First kind of proper craft beer experience outside of the Porterhouse in Dublin, but like where I really got to try a lot of ale sales in Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon has more breweries than any other city in the world.
No wonder I like the place.
I've never been. Lovely.
Amazing. There's a friend of mine works in a brewery, makes beer in Portland, Oregon. He's already asked us to come over, but obviously there's financial limitations. But
Yeah.
him and a lot of other Portland breweries get together.
You could all pass a hat round.
We could pass the hat around and we could come over and review every one of their beers.
Not every one of them, man. Come on now. Let's...
No, every one of their the ones who pass the hat.
Ah, right. It's a lot of beer.
So we stay there for a week, you know.
Well, I'd be prepared to put the effort in for the cause, you know.
Oh, so would I.
Yeah.
We could also visit the Church of Elvis.
In Portland, Oregon?
Yeah.
The Church of Elvis?
Yes. It's the Church of Elvis
In Oregon?
Oregon.
Well, hell's bells, man. That's
And
the place to do it.
the Elvis also does busking.
There was thousands of them.
But it's hilarious because he actually has a church. Like, it's a big building that he's building, the Church of Elvis, and he does weddings there. But obviously the wedding business isn't busy enough, so he also busks.
So I have this. Is it like a?
This is the kind of stuff why you gotta love America.
Yeah, the oddness of it all.
And this is probably why they come up with a wonderful beer like this. Here's the thing, everything that we've reviewed so far is available here in the Porterhouse. Obviously, the stock sometimes runs out and the beers change around, but at the time of reviewing it, they're always available in the Porterhouse. It doesn't mean that we won't review other beers as well. We definitely will somewhere along the way. But for now, we have a big fridge down there to go through. So
it's a lot of beer, man. We won't do all of them. We will skip. There's a little fridge in the middle that has Corona, bottles of Heineken. Ignore them. Copperberg. Recorder.
they're not beers.
They're not beers. They're flavoured white wines.
Like I say, it's bloody good.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's bloody good. It's like the mixture. It's the mix between the complexities of some of the Belgian beers and still the drinkability of the Pilsner.
It's just a well brewed beer.
Yeah, it's like
It's just a well brewed beer.
it's very interesting beer as well. Flavor wise, it's like
It takes a.
intriguing.
Open your beer. Okay. I'll feel
So we're gonna leave it at that. This was a bloody good way to start the
weekend.
in
American beers, yes.
American beers, yeah.
They make some great beer. A lot of the American brewers make some absolutely marvelous beers. There's a lot of them over here actually this weekend
Oh yeah.
at the Alltech Beer Festival.
How long's that going?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It'll end up wrap up on Sunday, but that's all brewers. A lot of tech guys, but man, just wander down there and get beer. It's great.
Right, so that's it. Stick around for another one of these. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we shall come back next week with more beer.
Who's on the stage tonight, JP?
Liberty Hell.
Liberty Hell? So JP's had to leave. Because he just had to leave. What are you gonna do? So I'm all by myself. What did the first snowman say to the second snowman? Can you smell carrots? There are many things I'm not allowed to say on camera. I'm saying them all in my head, and you'll have to guess what they are. If you go to your, if you go to Google, if you go to